Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, joined today by my good buddy Dutaku.
I am here, in the labyrinth.
He is. In fact, it's his fault we're in this labyrinth, as Dutaku was the one who introduced me to the Etrian Odyssey franchise. And you guys seem to just really love when I do videos about dungeon crawlers and Monster Rancher and busty furry girls. So you guys now know that if I ever make a game, it needs to be a dungeon crawler in dungeon crawler with busty furry girls with monsters in it. We're going to get
So basically
into
what
this.
you're saying is you're going to actually Snek plays a Sakura dungeon one of these days then.
Yeah, leave a comment down below. Is that something you guys would want to see? That way I can pass the onus to someone else. Changing language settings here is entered by the player may not be displayed properly because we're doing English. So, the game has 3 difficulties: Picnic, Basic, and X-Part. Now, Dutaku might be an X-Part, but I am not. But I'm not going to play in Picnic. I actually did that in my first run of Nexus, and I actually found it underwhelming, so we're going to do Basic, which is really like this game's normal.
You mean the difficulty that allows you to immediately run up to FOEs, go
And just slap them? Yes.
win?
Yeah. For the first-time players or RPG enthusiasts? I am the latter category. Difficulty can be changed. Oh, that's right. We can actually change it. In Nexus, you couldn't. Once you set to... I think maybe just the easiest difficulty, but if you picked Picnic, you literally could not change it again. One day, in the small isolated town of Etria, an underground forest was discovered. The Radha, governors of Etria, issued a proclamation throughout the continent. Any able-bodied adventurer was invited to investigate the forest, not the florist, and explore its depths. But no matter how many came to investigate the dungeon, none gained the renown they sought. As more adventurers tried and failed to conquer it, it came to be known by a new name, the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. You are the latest adventurer to journey to Etria in response to the Radha's proclamation. You have but one goal: explore the forest to win fame and fortune. Etria is at hand.
Now, okay, just so you're aware, in Japan, these games are called the Kaiju no Meikyu, or literally it's, as I recall, like make your world, effectively. The thing that always got me, though, was the fact that it literally is a combination. It could be a combination of Sekai, which is to say world, and Kaiju, which is to say monster, or giant monster.
Right.
And I've always thought that idea of having Sekaiju as like literally monster world is such a cool idea, and they never do anything with it.
That was you before?
Never do anything with it.
That was you before. I take it you come to check out the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. You didn't see me before because I was standing on your left. Ha.
I don't look back there.
Then welcome, friend. Not many guilds lately are admitting to adventurers. Those short-sighted losers care too much about trifles to do any real investigation. If you got the guts, you should make a guild entirely for newcomers. There are loads of guys that sitting on their thumbs who join any guild that'd take them. Yeah, like these losers like the Tomo Bros or something. You gonna make a guild? Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are dumb.
Great, let's get started. Write what you want to call your guild in this ledger. Someday the world will know its names. Think carefully before choosing it. Yes, we are going to be the Tomo Bros Guild. We don't have enough spaces for space, but that's fine.
This actually makes more sense in the later games when they actually have network connectivity.
Yeah.
So, they're going to be like, other people will see this, and you're like,
no one will see this. Well, I guess you guys, if you're watching at home, will see this, so I guess there's that. Tomo Bros, huh? Not a bad name. They got a guild, you need adventurers to fill it. Of course, you can go into Labyrinth yourself. You got the stones and register your own name as a member. More adventurers means more options open to you and less of a chance of dying down there. Think about it for a while and make sure you register a variety of classes into your guild. That is precisely what we're going to do, actually. And yes, I will be joining this journey. I'm not going to hide behind while my friends do all the heavy lifting. In fact, I'll go first.
Leroy Jenkins.
See, this guy has the swarthy mustache, but I don't know. I don't really like the way the chainmail wraps over his head. I think I'm gonna do this. That's fine.
Because I've played a lot of Etrian Odyssey.
Well, I was just saying, like, this guy over here has a cool sword and a cool mustache, but I don't really like the armor hood. I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
So I think I'm gonna be this guy. This guy looks.
Was that literally the guy you used in the
in my test run? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I like him. He has mutton chops. I dig it.
It's Snek. It's Snek Quixote 2. Seventh Dragon too soon.
Yes.
You don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. There was an epic Seventh Dragon 1 Let's Play that Snek did once upon a time. And his main character was basically a paladin.
Yeah. So now, Dutaku is going to join us. And he's already made a very special request for which portrait I should use.
Oh, great.
Hey, boys. I specialize in whip weapons, can you tell?
Just a little.
I'm gonna find you.
Much like the real Dutaku, specializes in a very unwieldy weapon and low self-esteem.
No one will like me. Guess I gotta throw myself at the FOE.
Dutaku, no!
Oh, I think I found a ranger. You think this is the perfect portrait? Because I do.
Yeah.
What's the more option? Oh, right, you can pick you can actually pick from any class. I forgot they added that functionality. But honestly, I think the in-class portraits, I think, work perfect for this.
Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that's good.
That's our good buddy, the Lona Ranger, who asked to accompany us as a troubadour. Which is appropriate.
Not as a survivalist, which is his
I
racial class
I was
rather
say,
than
I think
his
he argued
class.
it's like his hobbies rather than his genetics. Yes. And that was all the bros who volunteered. So now we're going to bring along some friends who will help us in the back line from the Council of Cool. And I actually forget what all the portraits look like. Let's stop and have a quick look. No.
Clearly.
Hmm?
Well, I was going to say, clearly, Hipster Cow has to be our medic.
That's
Need
what
a
I was
medic.
thinking. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hmm?
Top right. Top right.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks right. So we're just going to call her Cow for short. She doesn't need her full proper title, which is the same as I don't.
Unfortunate.
Okay, so I got to make a lot of the calls on this team, Dutaku, so why don't you pick our fifth?
Okay.
So as a reminder, we
I'm
have Troubadour, Dark Hunter, Protector, and Medic.
All right, so Dark Hunter is kind of it's kind of a niche pick.
Right.
I like it, but I'm also a weirdo. We don't have a whole lot of hitting power, so I'm going to choose. I'm going to go a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit of a sweaty weirdo right here. If
All
you
right.
can forgive me.
That's fine.
We're going to have a survivalist. We're going to have a survivalist. All right. I forget what the
Kitty face. Ooh.
Okay, all right, fine. We'll have her.
Well, who is this going to represent? I guess should be the real question.
Okay, actually, have that one and have it be Hipster Dog.
Oh, that's a good choice. A little bit
Bunny's-
cooler than Dog actually is, seeing as she's supposed to be a dork. But I could see her going for the edgelord cosplay. That's enough for now.
I play bow guns in Monster Hunter. Or Kelby bow.
Okay. So as a defender, I'll be in the back. Kitaka will be with me. I think a ranger could actually play out of either row just fine. Cal's going to be in the back.
Yes, I believe so. You're going to want to have the survivalist in the back. The entire thing with the survivalist is that they're a glass cannon, but
Right.
they're very much of the glass cannon.
Well, that's not a problem. So where are we going to put a ranger? Is he going to be a front line with us, or is he going to be in the back with the ladies?
I've honestly never used a troubadour.
I haven't
couldn't tell
either,
you.
so I have literally no idea what I'm doing. You know what? He's going to be in the front
You
with
know
us. Unless
Okay.
you had a strong objection to that.
No, that's fine.
I'm saying,
Fine.
like,
As
if-
I
if
said,
it-
I've literally
If we make a
Never
huge
used
mistake and this doesn't work, we'll move him to the back. But I kind of prefer having 3 front, 2 back, generally speaking. I don't know, that just kind of makes me feel a little more at ease, I guess.
Yeah, that's usually my arrangement too. But then again, I usually have like 2 heavy hitters in the front, like a Lanzknecht and a Ronin.
Right. Sound of a good crew. If you didn't give it some
Or-
thought, you'll regret it later.
Or,
Yeah.
if we're playing Untold, having a Highlander, but
Hope you can shake things up.
that's
this
not
time.
available in this version.
Looking forward to the day the Tomo Bros Guild becomes known the world over. Well, for starters, let's go to the pub and get some quests. Welcome. Don't think I've seen your face in here before. If you're new in town, you're going in the labyrinth, you should visit the Radha first. Our adventurers got to go through Radha Hall before they're officially recognized. Sorry, hon, but my hands are tied. Can't give you work till then. Once you're legit, come and see me again, alright? I'll be looking forward to it. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, not sorry.
Dagnabbit's neck.
No soliciting. This is Radha Hall, home to Etria's governing body. I assume, newcomers, that you're en route to investigate the forest. We don't recognize just anyone who manages to throw together a guild. To become a licensed adventurer, first complete the mission we give you. New mission is available. Select accept mission. Okay. New adventurers must be tested by mapping the first floor of the labyrinth. Meet the soldier on basement 1.
Would you believe this actually is, a filtering device?
Those who can accomplish this elementary task are better off staying out. Explore the first floor and map everything you see there. This method will be useful later. Small map to start you off, fill in the rest of the details as best you can.
Seriously. People complain about this. They're like, this is too hard. It's like, it really is not that
It's
hard.
not. If an idiot like me can do it, you definitely can.
There's not even any FOEs on that level. Wow. Because I believe you have to, the first ones you find are on 2.
Yep. Need items, weapons, equipment? I'm your girl. Here to guild, I hear about with only new folk. Explorers like you are my best customers. Look forward to doing business with ya. I kind of hear like Hipster Rap.
Would you believe they actually cleaned up her accent? She actually had a thicker accent in the original.
Oh, jeez.
It was considered quote unquote racist. Which I'm not sure exactly against whom, but
Okay, so let's start.
I'm pretty sure I'm relatively certain she's supposed to be like speaking like a Cockney. So
Let's start with weapons. Especially because our skills are going to be dependent. I don't know what he uses. Scarabs. Wands and swords and bows, apparently.
Well, I guess he's going to use a sword then if he's in the front row.
Yep. Well, hang on. Troubadour's T. So yeah, it's bows, swords, and wands.
Well, you did mention that he's akin to a red mage, so, I mean, him having swords makes sense.
Checks out. Okay. And a bow. Chief, because I was starting off with daggers, is terrible, and it's just better to sell them and get what you can instead.
Are you going to go into the entire impetus for monster drops in this game?
Yes. Etrian Odyssey does not have monsters just drop gold, at least not straight gold. Instead, they drop items related to their species, which you sell for gold. Those items are also used by the shops to create new equipment that will help us power our characters up.
There's also going to be a later thing whereupon we will notice, look, this tree is actually really neat, really useful. And look, there's a whole lot of them. We could just come here and, harvest the trees. And so it literally allows you to farm the dungeon. In fact, actually, in later Etrian Odysseys, there is actually a farmer class, which his entire thing is you gather resources better. They're absolutely garbage in battle, but they're really useful to have.
Okay, Yutaku, I want you to hear my... We don't have much money because weapons are expensive. But the Leaf Boot is the only thing that we can get right now that gives us both an agility boost and a defense boost. I can only get 4 of them, and since my agility is just hot garbage to begin with, I'm going to get Leaf Boots for everyone in the party except for myself. When I get some money, I'll come back and get my shield because some of my powers depend on it. That way, you guys will have better defenses and agility.
Cool. That makes sense. Yes, I recall this is one of those games where if you don't have a shield equipped, you won't be able to do things like shield cover or shield bash.
Exactly right. The game does track these things.
Yeah. Well, a lot of blobbers do, as I understand it. And I'm not, as much as you like to say that I'm a sweaty weirdo, I have not actually played that many hardcore blobbers like Wizardry.
No, I have not.
Probably should.
To the labyrinth. Emerald.
To the skies.
Where we shall battle. First hope.
He was 2 days away from his evil retirement. Ooh.
So here on the left, we have what would have been the top screen of the DS, and on the right-hand side is our bottom screen. Okay,
I am so confused, and my muscle memory is already screaming at me.
1 task is to be performed before challenging its depths. Do you have some skill at adventuring? Some 3 skill points should be available to you. Spend the 1 skill is used from the labyrinth. Open the main menu with X. Select custom to allocate them, but think carefully. You may already be aware of this, in which case this advice is happily unnecessary. If so, then hesitate no longer to begin your adventure. No, I actually...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Skills.
Yep. The very thing that makes... That is going to make our classes matter.
Class is in session, dweebs, said Snek. It turns out Snek was the 1980s bully all along.
Peace. So, as a protector, I'm going to lean very heavily into defense up and HP up skills. These will give me different abilities, the power to protect my friends, to provoke enemies, to even heal a little bit. Even if it's not my specialty, this will still be good to have. Now, eventually I can get things like Shield Mastery, which will get me things like I can protect the front line, I can protect the back line, I can shield us from certain elements, which will be huge during certain boss fights. And yeah, I can get some pretty powerful stuff. For now, I'm gonna...
I wonder if they patched out immunity.
I don't know. At any rate,
are you familiar with that there, Professor?
Not entirely.
Oh, I guess you're not.
Mentioning something about that.
Okay, I guess I have to explain this then. All right, in the original Etrian Odyssey, and this is not true in any other game, Medic has a later skill called Immunize. This basically gives like a 90% damage resistance.
Dang.
So a 1 row. Yeah. Etrian Odyssey Untold didn't change this. It was still busted.
So,
So I'm curious to know if they kept it that way in this one too.
as a Dark Hunter, Jitaku has access to swords, whips, attack up, and TP up. And he'll get very early game access to poisoning, binding, some invisibility skills, and fun stuff like that.
Basically, my entire thing is being a really nasty debuffer that limits what my opponents can do. Now, this is not nearly as good as the Hexer, but we don't have access to Hexer yet, so...
Nope, that's a locked class. So, let's stop and have a look at Troubadour, because this one's going to be brand new to me. Increase song skill speed. Increase the party's strength. Increase the party's defense speed. Startling song that erases enemies' status benefits. Recovers party stamina more quickly.
Oh, you can remove buffs? Oh, that's really good. That's actually really, really good.
Party's fire resistance raised while the enemy's decreases. This is really interesting.
You'll notice something, ladies and gentlemen. The monsters of the labyrinth, SOBs.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about, like, just the super bosses, the FOEs. They actually will team up with each other and try and kill you.
Yes.
They go out of their way to do this. And some of them, like, certain monsters will buff other monsters. And so the ability to remove buffs is really good.
So, he also has a flee ability, which is interesting, but almost everything goes into his songs. So, I'm gonna
Brave Sir Ranger ran away!
I'm gonna pump 2 into Bravery, and then... increases strength, increases defense, increases speed. He's already off to a great start. Let's start with Bravery song. Alright, so... medics do precisely what you think they do. There's nothing really surprising about any of this. And... I already get TP up. So she's able to sustain her heals. And Survivalist is a new one for me, but not for Jitaku, so... legs, multi-hit. These are all really good.
I usually went into multi-hit personally. Just I basically used it as funny, bow bazooka lady.
Well, lots of agility-based
This
stuff.
will shock you, I'm sure, Snek. But usually my guild is 5 ladies who kill the crap out of monsters. So.
No! Jitsaku, the next thing you're going to tell me is you have a thing for werewolf mommies.
I hate to tell you like this, Professor, but it's true.
Oh man, I did not see that coming.
I do have a thing for, hot, lycanthropes.
I mean, fair.
Lycanthropies, it's a thing.
I'll learn True Shot and get her an attack straight out of the gate. Okay, we have spent all our skill points. We have started our journey into the labyrinth officially. Let's have a look around. Don't need to explore virgin territory yet. Seek the soldier waiting. Okay. Let's walk the narrow path, greenery all around. You see a soldier standing guard. You don't see the new guys. The Rada told me you'd be along. Welcome to the forest. A few questions to the soldier spring to mind, but you wonder if you should let him be. Ask him something? What?
Yeah, let's ask him something.
Soldier answers questions slowly. My orders are to make sure no one, you for example, gets in this forest without permission. If you want in, start the way everyone else does. Make a map of the floor we're on. So I'm sure they told you back at the Radha, everyone goes through this initiation. That soldier points to the map of the forest that you hold in your hands. Sure, why not? Draw a map using mouse controller or keyboard. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember most of this. Various tools at your disposal help you flesh out your map. Draw walls. Erase walls. Aside from the mouse, you can also draw maps, controller, or keyboard.
Ramon walls.
No, I pretty much got it, thanks. Yada yada. Yes, you can put icons. And if you put the correct corresponding icon, it will update automatically. Like, if you put a chest icon over a treasure chest, it will even indicate on the icon if the treasure chest has been opened. Technically, you can put any icon you want, but the game has certain ones that are quote-unquote correct. So there inside the red border shows where you got to map. Finish that part and see me. Okay, wall. Whee! Now we have tree rats. For now, we're not going to do anything fancy, we're just going to attack.
We're just gonna punch in their face! As I recall, if you defeat them with a blunt weapon, it actually will give you heat. But I don't know if we have any blunt weapons. I don't remember.
We do, actually. Cow is wielding a staff, which is treated as a blunt weapon.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Now, unlike the very first release of these games, walls and floors are filled in automatically by walking on them.
Okay. Alright, so just so you're aware, the butterflies are weak to piercing attacks, like lances or arrows.
Which we
like
have.
what dog has.
Indeed.
Now, I am not like an OG Etrian Odyssey bro. I actually started with 4.
Right.
But I will say that, I actually thought that, the manual mapping is, I thought it was a neat idea.
You are the treasure room with little
But
labyrinth.
at the same time, I'm not gonna get mad at people for OMG, you're not doing, manual mapping? I mean, it is what it is. I don't expect the world to be as autistic as I am, okay?
That is fair. Whoa!
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! 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 No!
So the guy with the highest
there goes,
defense just died.
Now we have to go back, and it's gonna cost 100 gold to revive you. Yeah, you nincompoop! Why'd you let a coconut crab?
We just got like 200 out of the chest. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but we could have gotten an entire new set of armor.
Ditaku, accidents happen, my dude. Okay. Apart from me, we're not.
And Snek is still dead.
Yeah, Snek is still dead. Yeah. So, that's fine. It's actually not all that bad. Cautiously size our enemy up here. Yes,
Are we recording right now?
Yes.
Oh, I was about to say, those guys are actually one of the guys that will team up with people, as I recall. If there is a baboon, they'll basically hunker down, and then the baboons will throw them.
Another neat thing about the Dark Hunter is I believe they have a relatively high chance of fleeing from combat. So, all in all, that was...
As a wise book once posited, he who screws and runs away will live to screw another day.
Unfortunate, but true. Welcome to Etrian, stand the town's apothecary, where you heal the wounded and fallen. Also offer medicines to take with you. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound to cure. If you're in the forest, come here. We'll do everything we can for you. Oh, it's only 30 EM. So
Oh, I might be thinking of later. Because it will,
You're going to explore the forest. Make yourself at home.
Now, see, in later games, they would give you the option of you can either sleep till night or sleep until the next morning.
Right.
This is important because there's a day and night cycle in the labyrinth, and during the night, you'll get usually more dangerous monsters. Ironically, except from Etrian Odyssey 3. Etrian Odyssey 3 actually has weaker monsters in the first stratum.
Huh.
The FOEs they swap out during the day.
Right.
During the night, there are these much weaker things. So it's actually easier to explore during the night. It's pretty wild to say, but
Moonwalking in the labyrinth.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
And just as a heads up to everyone watching, this is going to be updated very, very slowly. Because Snek likes to grind because I don't like dying. Walking through the narrow trail, find a trail of water near the end. Very cool water seems extremely tempting after your arduous hike. Hesitate, unsure as whether you should slake here first or to pass. Nah, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? Cupping your hands in the stream, you bring a sip of water to your lips. Clear cold water quenches your thirst. Feeling much better after drinking the spring water, you decide to move on. Now you have dysentery.
Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen.
Gold Rush era diseases. Nothing quite like pooping out your entire digestive tract.
you got the mumps. You got the moops. You might want to heal.
Yeah. Real quick. We get skill points when we level up. Which is important. Let's see. How else can we talk?
You'll notice she has no gag. She has no gag, which is to say she has no gag reflex.
Technically true.
Hey.
No,
Do 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 do.
Power up Cure, because we're about to put it to good use. We're going to focus on bows for now, make sure that she's just being very consistent. Give a little...
Remember, children, there's no magic in Etrian Odyssey.
Nope.
It's all technology. Now, pardon me while the Highlander proceeds to scream so loud it kills people.
Or White Cow can heal people just by poking them. But again, there's no magic. Don't be silly. Ah, leave a ranger alone. What did he do to you guys?
Oh no.
Snek.
What?
Oh no. I just posted a angry Monhun meme because I'm tired of people saying that longsword is her easy retard weapon.
Right.
And so I'm complaining about that. Meanwhile, a ranger comes by and is like, what is this supposed to mean? Is this some kind of Monhun thing? I'm like, yes. Yeah, yes, it is. And his response is, I should probably play those.
You reach a clearing full of blooming flowers. And those flowers sway in the wind and catch us into their fragrance. You can't only whether to rest and enjoy their sweet smell or leave immediately. Ah, what's the worst that could happen? You said relax in the fragrant clearing. You aren't the only creature in the forest lured by the sweet floral scent, for you can interact a pack of wood flies swarm around you. Wood flies? Nay, these are the extremely poisonous breed known as venom flies. Knowing that escape is futile, you branch your weapon to prepare for battle.
Dang it, Snek!
Whoops. Well, we better get to knocking them dead then.
I was about to say, use her attacks because... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They just poisoned us. Oh no. Now I'm dead.
You know, you should never ask what's the worst that can happen in Etrian Odyssey, because then the worst happens, and then you feel very foolish.
You know, the worst that can happen, you go, "Aw, look at the little squirrel. What's the little squirrel? He's so cute." And then he steals your credit card. This is actually a thing that happens in Etrian Odyssey 2, by the way.
I believe it.
He doesn't steal your credit card. He steals, like, half the money in your purse. And you're like, why? Why would a squirrel know what money is?
Well, that was a short Let's Play. Thanks for joining, everybody. No, I'm gonna unscrew the situation. But yeah, Etrian Odyssey is really hard, and I need to grind more. So, part 2 will pick up when I've done that, and we'll finish the prologue. Did I mention rushing is a bad idea in this game? Because it is.
Rush is a good band. It's not a good strategy.
No. Thankfully I had saved before the worst case scenario, and we'll be back once we have a few levels under our belt, and we'll see you guys there.